wonderful friends, it's Always Lucy here and welcome to the Always Lucy Lounge. On this episode, we're only going to be talking about one thing, that is description, and more description. I'm just trying to imagine how life will be without any description. Scary stuff, let's not even imagine it at all. So when it comes to describing, one thing always stands out, which is showing, not telling. Showing and not telling is the ability for an author to give the readers a 3D dimension of the world the character is in. This is through feelings, action, words, what else? Feeling, action, words, thoughts, and just senses. Instead of the author summarizing what the character or what the scene is. Okay, I'll give you an example for how to show and not tell. This is telling. She's happy, right? This is me telling you that she's happy. Showing will be she danced freely to the beat of the song or to the rhythm of the song, right? So that is me showing, because you most likely dance when you're happy, or you sing, or you shout, or you do some crazy stuff. So I'm not telling you that she is happy. I'm showing you that she's happy through the actions that she's doing. Okay. So with all that, these are the three main things which I like to use in my descriptions just to give my readers the world of my character. Tip number 1. There's the similes, use your similes, personifications, and metaphors. Okay, these ones are really good. I mean, it's always nice to have something to compare your characters with, or the action they're doing with. We know that the metaphors are like direct comparison, like we don't use the word like. Say, she was an angel, that is a metaphor. The simile will be, she was like an angel, right? And then there's personification, which is giving inanimate object, human characters. For example, say the wind was whistling. The wind can't whistle, because you can say it is whistling. Then there's using your 5 senses, which is your tasting, you're seeing, you're touching, you're hearing, and you're smelling. Okay, so for this one, I would like to give an example. Let's say your character is eating something delicious, right? Okay, me saying it's delicious is just me telling you that she's eating something delicious. But before your character ate that delicious thing, they probably saw it, they smelled it, they even felt it, and they tasted it eventually. So giving that dimension just gives you a whole 3D view. I'm not saying that you should dive into describing how the food is, right? Remember, it's important to describe what is important. What is not important, you can just leave it out. Description doesn't always have to be very complicated, but there are those descriptions like, oh my word. Like they hit you in every direction and they're just so good. I love those kind of descriptions, especially the ones that use a lot of comparison. And you're just like, writing is very poetic, guys. Like, no, honestly, writing, clap once. So it's very poetic, and I love that freedom that comes with it. And that leads me to the third tip, or the third most important stuff I like to use, which is freedom of words, if I could say. It's playing with words. The beautiful thing about writing, I take writing as doing poetry, right? And with poetry, you can add a little bit here and there, just make up your own words. So, or you just have this nice play on words when you want to say one thing and say the other thing. Okay, so I'm gonna read like a little paragraph just to kind of like sum up what I wanted to say. A little paragraph to sum up the tips in one, where there's the play on words, the metaphors and stuff, and using your senses. Okay, so this is a paragraph coming from one of the chapters of my studies, and it reads as follows, okay? Silence swept through the room like a wave of the atomic bomb. It was a deadly muzzle. Anyone who entered could perceive it through the front ground signs that clogged the air like a thick cloud of smoke on a burning building. Okay, so in simpler terms, if I had to just tell you, I would say that it was very quiet, it was dead silent, and there was a lot of tension in the room. That would sum it up. But also having a nice play on words and having this nice description just gives a more, it shows how how would I say? It shows there was tension, right? Just not any tension. It was such a suffocating tension, like a building was burning, but it was just tension because there was so much. Yeah. So those are just a few tips to effective descriptions, and I hope that they were able to help you. Until next time, bye bye.